Hi, I'm John. Thanks for watching this short, eye-opening fat loss video. You're about to discover one really old and kind of weird fat loss trick that I've used for years. In fact, I've shared this trick with over 300,000 people in 107 countries. They've used it to get a lean, flat belly in record time. And I myself lost over 70 pounds of pure belly fat using this one old tip. Now, I have to warn you first. This video contains one of my biggest trade secrets. I will only have this online for a short period of time, so watch this now while you can. You may think that you've heard it all, and maybe even tried it all when it comes to dieting, but you have probably never heard of this. And it's not a wonder pill, it's not an exercise trick. In fact, this dates back to, believe it or not, the caveman days. I kid you not. Just imagine this for a moment. What do you picture a caveman eating on a daily basis? Well, I can tell you what they did not eat. And this is exactly why we all struggle today with excess belly fat and all kinds of fat-related diseases too. And you can solve this problem in less than 48 hours. But first, what did you imagine? Did you picture ancient men and women eating, say, rice, potatoes, lots of vegetables? If you did, you'd be mistaken. The truth is they ate seasonally. Most of the year, the weather was too harsh to even find fresh fruits or vegetables. But lean meats were always in season, and guess what? They ate a lot of fat, too. Before you think, I have heard this before, wait, you haven't. This is not the Atkins diet or anything like that. This is something completely different. And believe it or not, ancient man had a longer lifespan than we do. The only reason we live longer is because less women died during childbirth, thank goodness. And we have superior medical support too. But all things being equal, ancient men lived longer and without the diseases we face. And they were not fat. Here's how they did it. And here's how your body is genetically programmed to eat. Either do this or you will always have issues with belly fat and fat-related diseases. They never ate the same thing or the same amount of calories every day. Now, this may sound too simple to work, but believe me, it works like crazy, and it's good science too. And here's why. Your body is not a machine, contrary to what you may have heard. It easily adapts to what you feed it. Feed it the same thing every day, and your body says to itself, hey, there's no need to burn off this food. I think I'll store it as fat. Is that what you want? Of course not. But that is what happens when you eat the typical Western diet. You get a lot of starchy carbohydrates, and you also get a lot of unhealthy fats. Not the healthy fats that ancient people ate. And you get too little protein. Worst of all, you get basically the same amount of calories every day. And your body says, I'm used to this. No, thank you. That's why you can practically starve yourself and just stay fat. Your body adapts to lower calories. Yep, all diets fail for this one simple reason. But there is a way around this problem that is so simple anyone can do it. You have to vary your calories and your food sources throughout the week. Doing that without a plan would be challenging. However, with the right plan, you can end up eating exactly what your body needs to burn off all that belly fat. And the best part of the deal, you get to eat your favorite foods every week. That's actually built into my plan. In fact, you don't even have a choice. I literally demand that you eat pizza, sweets, pasta, burgers, whatever you enjoy eating, but only at specific times. Otherwise, you'll just get fatter, obviously. And you have to eat like I suggest on the other days so that you can set your body up. Get it ready to actually want this junk food and then use it to increase your metabolism and your fat burning up to 3 times above normal. This is true, and this is not a gimmick. I'm John Benson, creator of the Every Other Day Diet, also known as EODD. Folks call it the cheat to beat diet. Why is that? Well, because it's the first diet ever created to actually use a lifestyle approach that allows you to eat your favorite foods and still lose weight. Even if you have a thyroid condition, bad genetics, big bones, food addiction problems, emotional eating habits, age might be fighting against you, or if you think you've tried everything. The magazines and the so-called pro trainers are not going to tell you this stuff because most of them flat out don't know it. And magazines depend upon you staying fat in order for them to stay in business. And I don't. EODD works for men, it works for women, it even works for kids and teens. And they really love it because they can still eat out at McDonald's and burn fat. Now, not every day, obviously, but we're going to show you. Now, I have to tell you the very first thing I learned when I went from obese to oh wow. Fat is not your fault. It is your responsibility. So if you're beating yourself up over being overweight or maybe even obese, stop. Stop it right now, at least for the duration of this video. Deal? Most so-called professionals think it's all about discipline, willpower, calories. Yes, each of these do play a part for sure, and I would be lying to you if I told you otherwise. But you will be absolutely floored when you read about how little of a part they play compared to the real culprits, the ones that are not your fault, the ones that keep you from the body you've always wanted. First, no calorie counting, ever. From this day forward, you are forbidden to count calories. It's a painful process that usually leads down the road to more frustration. Second, we want you to break free from an unhealthy relationship with food. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You have a relationship with food. And you're probably an emotional eater. We found a great way to fall in love with food and to embrace it as a friend, as a tool to get to where we wanted to go. When your emotions control what you eat, you feel imprisoned by circumstances and by food. Emotional eating results in those two sets of clothes that most of us have, and you know what I'm talking about. The clothes that we want to wear and our quote-unquote fat clothes, those ugly, baggy sweats, elastic waistbands, and that sort of thing. You're going to say goodbye to those clothes. I can tell you that right now. Medical doctor John Matt Yule says, John has done an excellent job of really providing sound nutritional advice along with strong motivation to get off the couch and get moving. You can do this. Dr. Holly Lucille chimes in saying EODD combines the science and doability to deliver outstanding results for everyone. Even hardcore skeptic dieter Dr. John Berardi, assistant adjunct professor at the University of Texas and president of Precision Nutrition, says, as both a scientist and a coach, I don't go for gimmicks. When evaluating the every other day diet, I ask myself three questions. First, is this program scientifically sound? Second, does this program have real world support? Third, is this program one that people will actually follow? And the answer to all three of these questions is yes. So much for the experts. Let's get to what you want to know. Will this program work for me? How fast does it work? Is it guaranteed to work? Is there support? On page 7, you'll discover one of the 7 culprits that are designed to keep you fatter than you're supposed to be, worthless supplements. And I'm going to let you know which supplements actually do work. There's not very many that fit my standards. And the difference between a radical fat loss plan and a fad diet. A diet is something that you go on for a short period of time, right? A nutrition plan, however, is something that you stay on willingly forever. And that is what you want, something that you can live with forever, to burn fat forever. And no one wants to eat perfectly all the time, so you can't possibly have a plan that's too rigid. That's going to bring me to the next thing that you're going to discover, the key to eating bad food and still losing fat. This is hardcore medical science applied to real-world needs and your lifestyle. We merely teach you how and exactly when to eat your favorite foods so they help you burn fat rather than store it. You'll also discover the truth about metabolism and what really elevates it. After all, a faster metabolism means more rapid, long-term, lifelong fat loss. You're going to find out the truth about muscle. You know what? You need muscle. You do not need to be a bodybuilder to reap all these benefits. In fact, you may only need a few pounds of lean muscle, but you need muscle. Now, what about cardio? Well, you're wasting your time if you're doing it like the experts and most people tell you how to do it. I'm going to tell you the truth about cardio and how you can do it super fast and get better results. Want more energy? then tap into your greatest supply of long-lasting fuel. I'm going to show you how. No, it's not carbohydrates, and it's not caffeine. It's your own body fat. Imagine this, taking your fat stores and turning them into virtually the only fuel source your body needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. On page 31, you're going to discover something that will absolutely shock you. It's the real reason that all diets eventually fail, and the reason that EODD cannot fail. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is in this video. It's a surprise, but I will tell you that most of Chapter 3 is dedicated to it, and we cover how to deal with it and how easy it is to spot. And once you read Chapter 3, you will never look at weight loss the same again. There's no wasted pages in Every Other Day Diet. I don't fill it full of junk and pictures. It's filled with vital information on every page that's easy to understand. It's not complex. It's not written at some ridiculous collegiate level where you have to have a PhD in neuroscience to understand it. This is for the real world. Now, the price, I'm going to get to that in a few seconds. I want to tell you a little bit more first. I want you to find out about a system of eating so simple that it's literally a snap. Chapter 5 is for you. SNAP. S-N-A-P-P. It's an acronym that tells you exactly what and when to eat. You never have to think about it. Even the SNAP measuring system is a breeze. No calories to count. We created our own measuring system that is based on your body weight. If you can multiply a number by 10, you can do this. It's that simple. If you're a beginner, you're really going to enjoy the EODD primer plans covered on page 61. For the more advanced, we have the extreme and ultimate plans covered on pages 62 and 63. What about recipes? No problem. We're going to give you almost 40 pages of delicious shake, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and even treat recipes. And of course, we let you eat your favorite foods each and every week, and you will still lose all the weight you want. So what's the price for this one-of-a-kind system? Well, let's face it, going to a dietitian is super expensive. A personal trainer, even more expensive. And let's not even talk about the doctor bills that most of us face from lifestyle diseases that you can totally prevent with good nutrition, like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even some cancers. Plus, if you just go out and buy another diet book off the bookstore shelf, you're without support. You're right back to being on your own. What do you think a fair price would be? Well, $147 would be more than fair considering all the bonuses I'm about to show you. But you're not going to pay $147. You won't even pay $99. In fact, you won't even pay $59. By ordering today through this video, you get the entire system, the Every Other Day Diet, and every bonus I'm about to cover for only $47. And this is fully guaranteed for 60 days. Try it. See how well it works for you. If for any reason you do not fall in love with the EODD system, simply ask us for a refund and we'll give it to you, every penny, without questions and without hassles. And you can keep all the bonus books just for giving it a shot. Well, speaking of bonuses, you're going to get Perfect Posture by Vince Del Monte CPT. A lot of people don't know that posture is the one thing that you can improve almost immediately to make you more attractive. Cholesterol Lies, the truth about cholesterol and your health that doctors do not want you to know, by Dr. Dwayne Graveline, MD. You're also going to get Hormones 101, what you really need to know about natural hormone health, by Dr. Holly Lucille and me. Look, check it out. If you have stubborn fat that just won't go away, perhaps you're moody, perhaps you're depressed, do you realize that this is probably a hormonal issue and it can be corrected in most cases naturally without drugs? Your next bonus is a free online virtual exercise demonstrator. Never have to wonder about how to do another exercise again. Next, you get Skinny Mini Meals, 80 super fast recipes that anyone can prepare for a leaner waistline at any age. You also get Female Power, how any woman can attain a feminine, firm, and fit body, by Kelly Fabrice with Scott Colby. You're also going to get a really unique bonus. It's called the Fitness Primer Hypnotic Audio by Rick Benito. A 25-minute hypnotic audio that can literally pre-program your mind for fitness and dietary success before you ever step out the door or even take a bite of food. You're going to get the No Struggle Plan, how to get things handled once and for all to help reduce your stress, by Mathis Jones. Plus, you're going to get free lifetime updates of the Every Other Day Diet all of this for only $47. Look it over. If it's not for you, the risk is 100% on me. Just email us and you'll get every penny back. Okay, I want you to click on the button below this video that says click to order now, because I know you want a better body and a proven, easy to use weight loss system. Again, you have absolutely no risk, and this is fully guaranteed to work for anyone at any age. EODD literally reprograms your body and your mind for permanent weight loss success. So click on the Click to Order Now button for instant risk-free access, and do it right now.